Well, I'm so happy to be here this afternoon and have the opportunity to kick off this celebration of Kim's new book. I wanted to go back and talk a little bit about when I first met Kim Dower. And I met her, as many people do, in the context of her other career. I called her up and to see if she would help to do some publicity for me. And she was very lovely. She was very patient and non-exploitative in explaining that no, she couldn't really help me. But she invited me to have dinner with her. And over the course of that dinner, she said to me, "I used to write poems." And I was like, "Well, why don't you still write poems?" And she said, "I want to, but I just, this business that I have, this profession that I have, I just can't." And, you know, being the kind of person I am, I was like, "No, you gotta write poems, write poems." And this began a kind of relationship that went on for a few years about me encouraging her. And finally, some years down the line, Kim called me up and said, "I want to have dinner with you." And we got together, and she said, "I'm writing poems again." And I was so just elated for her, and she was just on fire with it. And perhaps not coincidentally, a week later, the restaurant where we had that dinner burned to the ground. And I always think that Kim just ignited it with her fervor for writing. So very shortly after that, she said, "Oh, can I come be in your workshop?" And she joined the Poets at Work writing workshop. And in no time at all, like really, really quickly, she whipped out her first book, Air Kissing on Mars. And it was like, not that it was unconsidered in any way, but it was like all those years, there was a backlog, and it just came rushing forth. And when you publish a book, those of you who write in the group, and I know that several of you, when you publish a book, sometimes there's an anxiety, all right, well, I did that one, but can I really do another one? Not for Kim. That from before Air Kissing on Mars was on the bookshelves, she was working on her second book, and which she has completed again in a near record amount of time. And it's lovely to see the development of her work from that first book to the second. So Kim is a poet who starts with everyday experience. The things that we all do. We go shopping at Bloomingdale's, or we make an omelet for dinner, and we ride in a cab to the airport. But from those experiences, she allows her imagination to come forth and really finds the drama and indeed the magic in those everyday occurrences. And so, although one can say, oh, these are poems everybody can relate to, they're also poems that, no matter who you are going to show you something new. So please welcome Kim Dower, reading from her new book, Slice of Moon.